Hey there, party people. I am Alex the Whyzer Owl, and today we're going to talk about shot placement. So the inspiration for today's video comes from my friend Ben Tucker. He sees a lot of disc golfers who often will just try to attack the most direct line to the basket and just ignore the shape of the hole and the obstacles in front of them. I thought this was a great idea because often in order to score, you need to avoid those obstacles and place your shot rather than try to take the most direct line to the target. So a good example of this is hole 13, which is a 524-foot par 4. It's got a nice shape for a lefty, so I used to just throw an X3 as far as I could, but I would find that it would fade back into the middle, and the middle of this fairway is just tree jail. You land in this clump of trees here, you don't really have a good line to the basket. Your options are sort of a step out flick, or for a righty it would be a step out backhand, sort of mirroring the shot that I'm taking now. And it's a really low probability shot to get that 3. So what I've been doing recently is taking my H1V2, which is more overstable, and instead of playing the middle, I'm trying to saw it off and keep it a little bit short so it hugs that right side of the fairway, because it's much more open there, and I can just take my A2, throw it straight, and it'll skip right to the basket to give me a nice in the circle, generally between a 20 and 30 foot putt. Hole 15 is another good example of a hole you want to attack the shape of the hole rather than the basket itself. The basket is where the red arrow is, and it's protected on the right by a bunch of Medusa trees. As a lefty, if I'm trying to run the basket, my natural fade is going to take me to those trees and likely skip around them, leaving me a look for a birdie 3 that's going to be more difficult because it's blocked by that tree. So I'm either trying to split those trees or do a step out ante putt, which isn't a high probability. What I like to do to get that birdie is I throw something more understable and I try to play that left side, which is more open. Yeah, I'm not getting that look for a 2, but I have a much more manageable 3 look that's wide open. In order to get the most out of your placement shots, it's going to require that you have some prior knowledge of how holes are playing before you get to your lie. Of course, you can't always do that, so it's going to require you to be super observant when you get to your lie. Make sure you're not just looking at the most direct line to the basket, and you're taking in a full view of what's in front of you in order to understand what you should avoid and identify where those landing zones are. So hopefully this video has helped you out. Leave me a like, hit that bell for notifications, and make sure that you subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Till then, play Whyzer.